Alright, so today we're going to work with creating some basically outline concepts for a project that I'm working on, which is basically creating spaceships. So I hope to take this whole tutorial from initial concept phase to all the way um, to the 3D model and texture. Now, the first thing that you want to do is I did a 2000 by 2000. And what we're going to do is we're going to do just the black outlines of the spaceship. And so it's would help actually if I do choose black. And it's going to also help if I choose a harder thing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, you start building out these outlines, and they're just nothing more than really quick, gestural sketches of, you start out with your basic ship, and you kind of it's these little quick sketches that maybe the pilot's cargo plane over here, and this is all we're doing is you're building up these quick concepts of what you want for an outline. And a lot of times people don't do this. And, this is something that really helps develop your ideas. It's my thumbnail process, and it's my thumbnail creation process, and it's the also the kind of just a kind of idea generation phase. And a lot of times people don't do this, and they come up with their first idea, and it's sometimes not the greatest. And I do it myself on occasion. So it's one of these things that as a artist we should be doing this consistently, because it's going to give us the essentials of what we're going to develop for our end product. And this works great with developing characters, because the problem with characters is a lot of times we develop the standard character of just the base human pose, but we don't look at the outline of the character. So we slap on all his armor and it still looks like a human. So the problem with that is that you don't get a good outline, and the character turns into slightly kind of a bland, um, base character, really. And that's basically why you do this. I mean, doing a character, doing a spaceship, doing a vehicle, even doing a castle or a big building, you get this in there, and that's, it basically creates your generation of, what you want to do. And then you take that final one and go from there to create um, a better aspect of what you want to do. And I think that's what a lot of times we don't do as artists is we don't do this thumbnail, the idea generation phase, and as you can see, I mean, a lot of this is, I start off with the same thing and just kind of go from there, and just kind of keep working at it. Um, so eventually with this tutorial, I want to take this, and I'm going to pick the one that I like the best for the concept art, and then, or for the outline, and then I'm going to turn that one into concept art, and then I'm probably going to model, and I'm probably going to model and texture to get my out-end product. Now, with this particular concept design, I'm also working on this basic concept, but with this particular one, I'm also doing this end product has to be, one, created for mobile platforms, and two, this end product is also going to be used for the it's going to be a modular component. So for this, I would basically draw my base thing, and if I want a bigger engine, I would put a bigger engine on there. You know, and I can control my wings. I can control pretty much the whole thing through modular design. So it's the next project that I'm going to be working on for one of our handheld games. So let's see here. Let's go over here, create a new thing. And, you know, it doesn't always have to be, you know, the top-down view. I could draw the side view here, you know, and got my X-Wing fighter, Y-Wing. You know, you can put in there a, let's see here. You know, put in the stylized design type of thing. You know, and this is just really all about the creation phase. I mean, don't sit and give it too much thought, because if you do, you're just gonna kind of pushed, and you're gonna be kind of stumped, if you will. I mean, right now this is just my shape phase here. All I'm doing is really quickly just jotting down the first idea that pops in my head. And as I do this, you know, maybe I come up with something cool, and maybe I have to work for another 50, 60 drawings until I decide, well, this is what I want. You know, that's all dependent on basically what you're doing. And kind of creating this base outline. So, and I don't know, maybe I'll do a side view if I like. Think of a side view, you know, something like this. And sometimes the silhouette, you know, sometimes the silhouette can be really simple. You know, and if you take a look at all the, you know, all the ship designs throughout the ages, you know, a lot of them, you know, you take a look at them, a lot of them are very simple outline shapes. You know, they've got, you know, like square boxes or tubes, and you know, they're pretty much designed with very simple shapes in mind. You know, and a lot of them after that, have the other parts kind of added in there. You know, and created in different aspects of what they're building. Okay. And like I said, it's all really based on what kind of idea you're going for. And sometimes you have to think about what kind of end design you really want. You know, maybe one ship is for like a lizard man, and one ship is for more of a human, and one ship is for slime. You know, it all kind of depends on that characteristic of that ship. You know. Uh, and this is pretty much it. You know, and I'll keep doing this. And I'll pick the one that I like the most. Actually, since this is going to be in game, I'm probably going to pick. I have my programmer help me choose which outline he likes best, and we'll go from there. And it kind of looks like a sink faucet. I don't know if I like that one, but and, you know, and the other thing is too, you kind of want to take things from life. You know, look at the way things are actually built. You know, this one, you know, this one is kind of got this skullish horn look, and might be for some type of a tribal creature. You know, I got more of a plant-based spider, an insect. Um, and that's basically what you're doing with this blackout phase, is just kind of tossing down those ideas. And I think you know, it's just a matter of determining what you like when you're doing this. Transform that one so it fits a little bit better in my area. Back to my brush. What else can I do here? Oops, deselect. But yeah, so this is basically the process of just you know, creating the base idea and kind of going to the next step with it. So and that looks good. And let's see here. Hit Control 0. You can toss another one in here. That's more up in here. Something like that. Gotta have a little flying saucer in there. And so on and so forth. And that's pretty much it. And that's basically the initial concept generation of the thing. I'll probably pick one or two that I like, and we'll do a concept art, and then we'll do the models. All right, see you next time.